Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name's Kinda Unreal. If you've been here before, welcome back. If not, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoy the video.
Hello everybody!
So recently I bought a Bambu Labs Carbon Combo X1 3D printer with AMS. Not knowing what to print, I've asked you, my viewers and subscribers, to give me some ideas and suggestions on what I can print. After a few prints and a few suggestions, I thought I'd really like to have a go at printing the whole of the first generation Pokemon. Now I know this is a big task. I think there's something like 150 Pokemon in the Pokedex for the first generation.
How many?
So I'd done a little research in how easy it'd be to print them, and I discovered while looking through them that a lot of the Pokemon have more than just 4 colours. For example, when I clicked on this far-fetched Pokemon, I found out that it needed 6 different filaments. So you can see the different filaments needed here, and if I just hover over the print profile, you'll see all the different colours. So you can see brown, beige, yellow, black, white and green. So this is going to be impossible to do with only one AMS. So I started to think, I wonder if I could get one as a Christmas present. So I thought, I'll have a look at the price and see if that's a realistic thought. So the first place I go is the Bambu Labs website. And lo and behold, when I get there, what do I see? It's Black Friday sales. So the first thing I see when I'm looking at these deals is the X1C 3D printer, which I've just recently bought, has got £340 knocked off.
Color me amazed.
Which I have to be honest, annoyed me a little, but it is Black Friday and these things happen. I was quite happy though with what was below when I seen the AMS was on sale for £239. This basically had £100 knocked off, which was too good a deal to leave for me. So I ordered one and it arrived the other day.
Show off.
Just a reminder, if you are thinking of buying an extra AMS, there is also an accessory you have to buy called the hub. So if you go into accessories, then upgrade parts, you'll see the part you need, and this part is necessary. So if you don't get this part, you cannot connect an extra AMS. So try not to forget. So this is how the AMS and the hub turned up. The AMS on the bottom, obviously the hub in the smaller box on top. So let's get unboxing. So once the box is opened, the AMS is really well packaged. You will notice some accessories in some of the pockets like these cables, a spare hub part, and some spare PTFE tubes. Because I was home alone at the time of unboxing and the AMS was so well packaged, I found it really difficult to get it out of the box on my own. So I would recommend doing it with 2 people if possible. As you can see, I struggled for quite a while. So eventually, I changed tactics.
Tactical.
So here's how the AMS looks before it's taken out of the box. I wouldn't recommend taking the AMS out of the box like this, but I found it a lot easier doing so. If you do decide to unbox the AMS like this, I would recommend a good worktop surface, cutting down any chance of injuring yourself or damaging the AMS.
Good thinking!
Now the AMS is unboxed and unwrapped, this is what we have left. A beautiful, shiny, ready to be connected AMS.
Ooh, shiny!
A little reminder before we go on is just remember to unbag your desiccants as well in the rear of the AMS. So the next thing we need to do is open the hub box. Once opened, you'll find some pieces of paper wrapped round some accessories. One of the first things in the box are 2 longer length 6-pin cables. There'll also be some extra PTFE tube. And then, most importantly, the AMS hub. This is what is needed to attach more than 1 up to 4 AMS. The last thing in the box should be this little bag with 2 extra length screws in. These are just for attaching the hub later. Now that everything's unpacked and ready, the first thing we need to do is replace the old hub with the new hub.
We call it the hub.
Making sure your printer's unplugged, unplug the 4-pin cable. Using an Allen key, unscrew the 2 screws that are holding the hub in at the time. You can use your own Allen key, but the one I'm using is the one that was provided with the printer when I bought it. Once these have both been unscrewed, gently just pull the hub back and you should be left with 2 PTFE tubes and a 6-pin cable, which can only be released by hand when the hub is away from the printer. Next, you need to remove the PTFE tubes. To do this, you need to press down on the inlet coupler latches and pull the tube. This is the same on both sides, except on one of the sides, the inlet coupler latch is under a spring, so this can be quite difficult to get with just your fingers. Now that the hub's removed, it's time to replace it with the new one.
We need a new hub. I need a new hub.
Just a reminder that the screws that were provided with the new hub are quite a bit longer, so these are the ones that need to be used, in case he was thinking of using the old ones again.
Sneaky, sneaky.
So firstly, we need to put the PTFE tube in the inlet latch with the spring on it. This can be a little tricky finding the hole, but once you're there, it's fine.
I beg your pardon?
Once the tube is in, we then need to attach the hub to the back of the printer. To do this, we need to align the holes in the hub with the holes in the back of the printer. We can then attach the hub to the back of the printer with the screws provided. I found that a really easy way to do this was by just screwing in the first screw approximately halfway, then the other screw would just line up easily when you lift up the hub. When tightening the screws, just be aware not to tighten them too much, as the threads are only plastic. Just tighten them enough to make sure that the hub is nice and secure against the back of the printer. Now that the hub's attached, you can now attach your 4-pin cable, one to the back of the printer and one into the bottom of the new hub. Now that the hub's attached, we can now attach the PTFE tubes for each AMS. If you find that the tubes that you have in the back of your AMS are too short, you can always use the longer replacement ones that were provided and cut them to your desired length. To remove the tube from the back of the AMS, you need to lift the lid, and inside you should be able to see or feel a 2-finger push lever as shown here. When you press this lever, this should release the grip on the tube, allowing you to pull it free. When inserting the new tube, the technique is similar, except this time you press the lever to allow the tube to be inserted and release it to grip the tube. You now need to connect your AMS units to your printer. To do this, you need to connect your 6-pin cable to your AMS and then into your hub as shown above. Once this is done, your first AMS is connected. Now that your first AMS is connected, using one of the new 6-pin cables that has been provided, plug in and connect one AMS into the other AMS unit. Now everything is connected and should look something similar to this, although I hope a bit tidier. An ideal setup would be something like this. Anyway, enough of that, let's start up the printer. The next thing to do now your printer is on is to put some filament in your AMS. So let's get to it. That's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now that we have all 4 filaments in, let's go to the printer. So when you look at your home screen on your Bambu Lab monitor, you should see 4 filament colours which are in your AMS, which is normal. And if everything is connected correctly, then this should rotate to your next AMS colours, as you can see here. To control the AMS and the filament colours, you need to go in the control menu, then choose filament. And here you will see your filament colours and how many AMS units you have connected. So any changes that need to be made can be done here. Alternatively, you can make changes as well on Bambu Studio in the device section. So that, everyone, is how you connect an AMS unit to a Bambu Labs 3D printer. Now that I have a new AMS, I'm really looking forward to printing some new multicoloured prints, especially the Pokemon. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video and thank you for watching. I am going to print my Pokemon, but I am quite willing to print something different. If you want me to print something, just leave a message in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. While you're down there, if you could consider hitting like and subscribe, that would really help the channel a lot. Thanks again for watching and I hope to see you soon in another video.